Hey, good day to all of you. My name is Blair and welcome to another Linux app. Today we're gonna take a look into Linux Mint Web App Manager. I'm Blair, your science teacher. So right now I'm here in my new installed KDE Neon, and this Linux operating system is a little bit like 1 or 2 months ago it was released. So this is newly installed. I replaced my old KDE Plasma 5.27 and this is now my new Plasma 6. The Web App Manager tool will allows you to launch your favorite website, and some of them runs in their own windows as if they are a desktop application. While adding a website as a web app, you can give it a custom name and a icon. You can also give a different categories at the same time. This will help you search this application in the Start menu button or Show Apps menu. You may also specify which you want the web app to be open with. Option for enabling or disabling the navigation bar is also there. The benefit of this Web App Manager over other similar feature already available in Firefox, Chrome, Chromium, and other web browsers. You can use a specific URL, for example, example.com/tool instead of example.com, as an app without the address toolbar, bookmark, or tab. The possibility of adding custom icon for websites or on your own icon of your likings. You can also use a lightweight browser without an extension to open the web app instead of regular web browser like Firefox, Chrome, Chromium, and so on. And it is also faster to open. Your web app is integrated into the application menu. You can search for it like other application and shut down, reset, restart, and otherwise mess up with your browser, and the web browser is unaffected. So let me see, do we have a web app in our Discover, the software center? So let's try to look for the Web App Manager. So I think we don't have the Web App Manager in our KDE Discover Software Center. So we'll go to the internet browser. We'll use the Firefox. So let's open our Firefox, and of course let's try to look for the Linux Mint Web App Manager. So we have the packages.linuxmint.com, and they're the web app manager, and at the same time it is also available in the GitHub repository. So let's just go to the website of the Linux Mint. So basically it is not a complete like interface, the graphic user interface kind of website of linuxmint.com. It is a packages repository text pool, which is a index of the software. So we'll try to look for the deb file for Debian-based operating system. So of course we'll try to look for the latest deb file. So we have the first one right here on the top. We have the 1.1.5. That is not our latest, right? So how about this one, deb file, which is the version 1.3.2? It isn't yet. And of course we have the December 3, 2023 deb file, which is the Web Manager 1.3.4. So we gonna download this by clicking this one. When you finish downloading, go to your Dolphin file manager or any file manager that you have in your Linux or in your distro. So we have our deb file right here. Of course, we have two. I just download the other one, which is not the latest, but the version 1.3.2. We are looking for the version 1.3.4. So how do we do this? Of course, we'll try to look if you have the GDebi package manager. So of course, we will try to look for that one, GDebi. Oh, we don't have GDebi because this is not a GNOME operating system. This is a KDE desktop environment. So how do we do this? So we'll try just to double click this one or right click and then open with Discover, the software manager. Now when you open this one, so this is the software that you will see if you have double click or right click and then open the Discover App Manager or App Center. So you have to install it. Click install. After installing, you will be having these two buttons, the remove and the launch. You can launch right here or you can look for it right here on the start menu button of the KDE Neon Linux operating system. It's either on your all application or you can scroll down into the web application category. So let's try to double click it. So we have this two already. What if we gonna create a new web app? If you have already your web app that you are thinking to add onto your Linux operating system, so let's try to add Facebook in our web app. Try to type the address and then you can also search right here for the icon online. So you have this different types of icon. So I'll try to click this 32 by 32. Okay, we have that 32 by 32. And what kind of category? It is a internet or a web category. And then what kind of browser? So I have three browsers right here. We have Firefox, we have Chrome, and the Chromium. For me, I'll just use the Chromium so that it will not affect these two types of browser. To be safe, let's try to get the isolated profile turned on so that it will not mess up with your different browser profile. Then click OK. Now we have our web app. So let's minimize this one and then look for the Facebook on our all application. So let's try to look for that one. Okay, we have our Facebook right here. So when we click this one, our web app, we have now our Facebook. So that is how to install a web app application for your Linux operating system. So that is how easy to customize and make your Linux more attractive than any other operating system. So that is how easy and enjoyable the Linux operating system compared to the notion of saying that Linux is hard. No, Linux is very easy. That is why all of our internet servers and website are mostly running in Linux. 95% of our internet servers are running in Linux. Even 99% of our supercomputers are running in Linux. Even the airports in the United States of America are using Linux. The defense in the US are also running in Linux, including the defense of China and Germany. They are using Linux because it is secure and safe, not like Windows that is popular, but at the same time let down their security protocols like No password, no protocols to stop the viruses from installing in your computer without you knowing about it. So that is our Linux Mint Web App Manager. If you have some questions, feel free to ask me. Write it in the comments down below. I'm Blair, your science teacher. Catch another episode of Linux App next time. And remember that science means knowing. That is why science is cool. Ciao!